Now let's look at topic number 1, some practice problems. First one, can you use above properties to explain why negative bracket 6 plus 8 equals to negative 6 plus negative 8. So we can use the distributive properties of multiplication to solve this problem. So like we have talked about, A multiply the bracket of B plus C equals to A multiply B first term, whatever sign remains, and then A multiply to the second term. So in this problem, we can look at it as minus 1 on the outside. You have 6 plus 8 inside the bracket. So this multiplication first act on the first term, which is 6, minus 1 multiply 6. Whatever sign inside the bracket remains, and then this multiplication applies to the second term, which is 8. So minus 1 multiply 6 is negative 6, and minus 1 multiply 8 is a negative 8. Okay, now let's look at the second problem. Can you use above properties to explain why negative bracket x plus y plus z equals to this? This problem is very similar to the first one. The difference is you have 3 terms inside the bracket instead of 2. So we would like the student to figure this out. Practice problem number 3. Can you explain the difference between negation and a subtraction? We have talked about this, the definition for negation. You have a number x. The negation of x, the definition for negation is you add the negation of a number to it, then you would end up to have a 0. You can also have a double negation to go back to the original number. That's the definition for negation. For subtraction, you always have 2 numbers. Say some number minus another number. So this is called subtraction. You always need the 2 numbers to perform this this act. Negation, you don't need that. You have a number, the negation is simply the negative of that number. Practice number 4. Use better way to calculate by using above properties. So here is the problem that we need to solve. You can see that we have a common number 101 in there. Let's look at the distributive properties of multiplication. So we have A multiply B plus A multiply C. There is a common number A, which is 101. And now this 26, you can look at it as B, and 20 is C. So you have AB minus a plus minus AC. So A is 101. The common factor, you can take it out and then put the remainder as a reverse for this operation. You take the A out and keep the other 2 terms inside the bracket. You can also test this out. So A multiply B minus C, if we want to break the bracket, A multiply B first, the sign remains, and then A applied to the second term, which is A multiply C. In this case, A is 101, B is 26, C is 20. In this case, it's much easier. 6. That's 606. Instead of carrying out this big operation. Practice number 5. Use better way to calculate by using above properties. There is a typo here. This is a 701. Let's look at which is the easy way to solve this problem. We have minus 438. Here we have another minus 438. Here is a 719. Here is a 719. But they have negative signs before it. So we have negative 438 multiply a plus number. So this would end up giving you a negative number, which is minus 438 multiply 719. For this one, a negative number multiply a negative number would give you a positive number. And the other 2 terms is unchanged, so we'll keep it there. So we can see that these 2 numbers are the same, however, they have opposite signs. So these 2 add together, they will cancel out. So in the end, we have, so this plus a negative number is the same as minus this number. So the students can figure this out.